And welcome back to Allison TV. If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So before I get into today's video, you already know, go check out my makeup look that was uploaded Monday. Yes, we are here for the spring looks 2022. So make sure you go watch that video and leave a comment, and also make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you can be here in tune for Friday's vlog. So today, guys, we gonna talk about it, toxic friendships. Now, before I even get into this topic, understand that this is not a video telling you to cut off all your friends, because some of y'all watching this video might be one of the friends that's on this list, and you really ain't got no room to just be kind of looking down your nose on other friends. But no, in all seriousness, this is not a video telling you to drop all your friends, even if they are on this list. Jesus hung out with everybody. You know, everybody needs somebody in their corner. Some people just see the best in people. Some people see their potential. Some people just have better patience than other people. Some people just have that spirit that where they can have certain friends that have these qualities and it not really bother them. And then some people see their friendships as give or take. Like, yes, this person isn't the best friend to me, but you know, they get this from me and I get this from them. This is what this friendship does for me. Like, the good outweighs the bad. And then honestly, y'all, some things can just be fixed with a simple conversation and setting boundaries, bringing the behavior to that person's awareness. So this video's purpose is just to help you identify what kind of friends that you have. And then for people who are like me, these are just the red flags of the people in your life that you need to cut off. You know, enough with the kumbaya. A lot of us, yeah, conversation, fix boundaries, person still doing it. A lot of us ain't got patience. A lot of us, I ain't got no time to be telling somebody who grown the same thing over and over. I can give you a chance to fix it, and if I see you trying, then you know that counts. But if you just steady pushing my buttons, I ain't got time for that type of energy. I don't have time for chaotic energy. Some friends you just have to be friends with from a distance. So here are the red flags. If you have a friend and it seems like every time you do something or everything that you want to do, or if you tell them something that you want to do, they kind of try to beat you to the punch of it, and everything you do, it seems like they're copying you. Everything you do, it seems like either they're copying you or they have something negative to say. And sometimes, in a lot of cases, it's both. They'll have something negative to say because they don't want you to do it, and then they turn around and do it themselves. They never clap for you when it's your season, or even if it's not your season, just accomplishments. They never clap for you or give you your flowers. They just avoid all of the highlights in your life, or during the highlight of your life when you're surrounded by all this positive stuff, there's that one negative, you know, thing in your ear, like what if, what if, what if, what if, or just downplaying your accomplishment, or even something as simple as not reciprocating how excited you are. You know, if it's one thing, your friends know the things that you want to accomplish in life, and your best friends, people who are close to you, know how hard you work to get in certain spaces and get to certain places in life. So when they can't reciprocate, if they act like it ain't a big deal, that is a jealous friend. If they always comparing themselves to you, everything seems like a competition, they constantly trying to upstage you. You know, you redid your whole living room purple, and then you go over their house and they done redid their whole living room, if not purple, then fuchsia. Like they just redid their whole doggone house, and they weren't talking about trying to even redo their house until you redid your living room. It's one thing to be inspired, but it's another thing to try to upstage me, sis. And that's just something minor. I'm talking about just constantly over time. This is constantly a pattern. Stuff like that's gonna get very annoying. They give you backhanded compliments, talk about you behind your back, especially like to people that you don't like.
it's a no for me, dog.
They love to hang out in spaces where there's going to be people that you don't like, to the point to where it almost feels like low-key beef, especially if it gets to that point. That is a jealous friend. And y'all, a jealous friend can be very, very, very dangerous. I don't know what it is that comes over some people's, like there's just like a wool pulled over their eyes and all they see is just competition, competition, competition. And some people sometimes are willing to give up everything they have, their freedom, and they are willing, like, a competitive spirit is no joke. You know, you always see these friends who go on these vacations with a group of people and stuff, and then that one girl who ends up not coming back home safely, all because her friends didn't have her back, her friends weren't watching out for her, or her friends set her up. And sometimes all it takes is that one friend in the group to convince the rest of the bobbleheads to go along with some just low vibrational crap. You know, you see the girls who never get invited to certain spaces when it comes to their friend, or their friends just constantly love being in a space that it's one thing, like I'll never tell my friends you can't be friends with a certain person because I'm not friends with them, but it's a completely different thing if you don't mess with somebody and your friend, they don't, you know, your friend don't have no dealings with them, and then all of a sudden y'all become friends, and then your friend loves being in spaces where you are the main topic, or your friend gravitates to people who don't genuinely like you. Stay away from those friends. If I don't tell you to cut off anybody else, cut off a jealous friend, or be their friend from a distance, because like I said, these people can just get crazy. Like, these people do not have your best interest at heart, and these people will set you up. You know, be their friend from a distance. You know, I can hang out with you, we can be cool if we in a group of people or whatever, but I got my eye on you, sis. This ain't no regular routine. We don't talk on a regular, we don't hang out on a regular. I can't.
I'm about my business, killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list.
We all have at least had one friend who just does not understand boundaries. Now, these are the friends that are constantly triggering you. They can sometimes be a little bit worse than jealous friends, because these friends don't understand girl code. These friends will date your ex. These friends will tell all your business. These friends will become friends with your enemies. These friends can be very nice, nasty to you, like just always picking at sensitive things. They're just line crossers. Like, there's just no girl code whatsoever. These people are just always in your space, or just always, they're just line crossers. They're always crossing the line. They have 100% disregard for your boundaries. And crazy enough, these are the same friends who are very sensitive and feel some type of way when you cross the line. They don't understand that why they have to follow boundaries, or why they have to, you know, be respectful, but at the same time you have to come a certain way when you're coming to them. Now, sometimes honestly all you gotta do is put a line crosser in their place, like, girl, you know you really messed up for that. You know I'm looking at you different. You know it's boundaries. There's gonna be some boundaries in place. But yeah, line crossers, most of the time you can pretty much fix them by crossing their lines. Some people, you just have to show them better than you can tell them. Now, the most draining friend that there can be is a user. Because this person, you only here for this person when they need a favor. This person is always asking you to borrow money. But what's worse is they never reciprocate it. These people will literally suck you dry. You're only their friend because you're benefiting them, and so they're using you. You have something they need, or you're constantly supplying their needs and their wants, and that's it. But the crazy part is, these people will always gaslight you too. Like, saying stuff like, oh, well, I never asked you to do that. Like, or they'll say some stuff like, You always throw in my face the stuff that you do for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm the type of friend, if I got it, you got it. I like, if I want to go hang out, like my friends that I have are mothers. So if I want to go somewhere, if I want to do something and I understand their situation, like both of them have kids under 2. Like they literally, like one has a 2-year-old and one's about to give birth. So I know if there's something that I want to go do, like I just want to see my friends and I know it might not be in their budget and I have it, I got all of it. If I know my friend really wants something, or if I see that my friend is struggling in an area, I will help them without them even having to ask me if I have it. But there's a difference. Like you can literally have friends who, when they get paid and they're budgeting out everything they want to do, instead of prioritizing and see what all they can do for themselves, they will be like, okay, I'm gonna do this for myself, I'm gonna pay for this, I'm gonna pay for that, and then I ain't gonna worry about paying this bill because I wanna go out and party or whatever. I'm gonna take my money and go do this because I know I can call this friend and they're gonna give me the money for that bill. Or I ain't really worried about doing this because I know my friend gon', you know, you have me. Now it's one thing for me to buy you a drink while we hanging out, sis, or for me to cover you for the night because you ain't got it. But it's a whole nother thing for you to not even prioritize taking care of the things you need taken care of because you're depending on me as an income. That is a completely different thing. For a person to actually sit there and not make an effort to do things for themselves because they know I can call this person, I can call that person. No, sis, like,
not in my house.
You have people who are literally like that, or the friends who ain't really worried about working or getting a job or anything because they know if all else fail, my friend gonna let me move in with her. Some people have they friends sitting on their couch who refuse to get up and do anything because they know that their friend's house is welcome to them. No, thank you.
Hey, where you going?
To my job.
You have a job?
Why wouldn't I? I'm not some lazy, inconsiderate jerk who lays in bed all day.
Say, where can I get one of these jobs?
Oh, they're everywhere, especially if you're green and have 6 tentacles.
Thanks. I'm gonna go look for one so I can stop mooching off my friends and they can get back to their lives.
And honestly, the best way to deal with these people is to just put your foot down. I ain't got it.
Good night, Kenya, because you get nothing else from me today. Goodbye.
I ain't got it. They'll get tired of hearing I ain't got it. They'll get tired of, you know, you just not really do. And sometimes they will cut you off. And it's like,
play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know cheap.
okay, bye. Like, now that's not a real friend. But some people, you can tell them, look, I ain't got it. Or you can tell them, look, you only call me when you want something. And I'm getting tired of it. And you know, you can fix that issue. But don't let nobody sit up and suck you dry. Do not let nobody leech you. Do not let nobody only be around you or only be your friend because of what they can get from you. If you really want to be a friend, stop enabling their behavior and encourage them and motivate them to get out there and get it themselves. Because if you're not trying to, and this goes for any kind of friend, if you don't try at least to open your friend's eyes to the very toxic trait that they have, a lot of people try to say it's not my business or anything else, but when it's affecting you, like the way that someone who's using you is affecting you, after a while, energy is real. So either they gonna pick up on your energy to try to change that and not become a user and get out here and grind and be motivated and, you know, get it themselves, or either their energy is gonna influence you and you're gonna be using somebody else. If not in the same way, if not financially or whatever, in another way. Energy is a whole 360. And whatever you're allowing into your circle, into your energy, it's gonna come back to you. And then the next person gonna put their foot down and be like, hey, you just using me and this and that. You gonna get your feelings hurt because you felt like that was normal because you let this person do it to you for so long. You've enabled this person to do it to you for so long that you don't even know the difference now.
Pistol on my side, you don't wanna hear that thing talk. Let the king talk, check the.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm this type of friend. I used to be the negative Nancy of the group, the mom of the group, where everybody can't even hang out and really enjoy themselves and just get wild because I have so much anxiety and I'm projecting all of my anxiety onto my friends while we're all out trying to have a good time. I've changed my ways, but this is why I say it's so important to just tell that person and bring it to their attention that they're doing these things, because some people honestly don't know that they're doing it. And not everything that I've ever been like open with, or things that I've had anxiety about and I've told my friends about, not everything was just irrational, but some things were just unnecessary, because we would go out and I would literally be scared of everything and everybody, and that is not fun, hanging around somebody who's just under you the entire time because they're terrified. Like, my friends understood it, but at the same time, they like, girl, get it together. Now, that's just me speaking more of like the mom of the group. Now, on the other hand, which is not like me, what I'm about to talk about now is not how I've been, but the negative Nancy part of it. These are the people who will constantly speak negativity onto your plans and always has a problem and never a solution. And when you have a solution, they have another problem. And when you have another solution, they have another problem. These people are just energy draining. It's not even that they want to see you fail. Sometimes, yeah, but it's not even that they want to see you fail. It's just they want you to, they just want to open up all this doubtfulness in your mind and let you know everything that could go wrong. And like I said, not a lot, most of them, yeah, they're speaking negativity on your plans because they don't want those things for you. But some people are just anxiety ridden, and every time you come to them and tell them something, because it's in their nature to go through everything that could go wrong, they're explaining to you everything that could go wrong, and they don't understand how that's just putting so much negativity into something that could be so positive. And they also don't understand that that's not their situation to be worried about. Like, yeah, you can bring to your friend's attention some of the things that could go wrong, or make sure they've completely thought out, you know, a situation. But to sit there and constantly like just send something negative, say something negative, say something negative, when you see that this is what they want to do, you have to understand that they are grown. They have to live with the decisions that they make, and you ain't right about everything. Your life and their life is two completely different lives, and you don't want to be the reason that your friend is sitting held back and not living out their dream because you had something to say. Because what if it works out? And even if they do bump their heads and everything goes completely wrong, that was their choice to make, and they have to learn from their own mistake. We don't even like when our own parents are telling us stuff, like when they want us to learn certain things just because they've done it. Nobody learns that way. Some people can look at other people's mistakes and be like, yeah, no. But most of us, like, we want to experience things on our own, and so we're not really gonna, when we have news and we have stuff we want to do that's daring or something we know that another person might not do, we're not gonna go to the friend who wants you to think about every single thing that could go wrong. Now, these friends aren't horrible. These friends are going to talk the most sense into you, but sometimes it's just over the top. And nobody wants anybody speaking negatively on their plans and stuff like that, which is why it's also a good idea not to tell anybody your plans until it's in motion or until it's done. But it's just, yeah, it's not a good look as a friend if every time your friend has something going on for themselves, or every time they want to, you know, be excited and to be able to share things with their friend, the first thing you have is something negative to say. Just don't do it, sis. Don't do it. And the best way to handle this with this friend is they're gonna feel some type of way when you don't share certain things with them. They're gonna feel some type of way when you don't talk to them about certain things. They're gonna feel some type of way when they're not invited to certain things, or you know, and you could just simply tell them, like, look, we don't feel comfortable inviting you here or going out with you or doing this, because every time we do, you just being negative. You can't never really even enjoy yourself because like,
Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden.
some of us have those friends who only keep us around because we make them look good. And I'm not talking about in a good way. I'm talking about being somebody's charity case. Nobody wants to be somebody's charity case. When you have those friends who are high in popularity, or they're rich or whatever, they got all this stuff going on, they're that girl, and the only reason they have you around is to show people, hey, I hang out with regular people, I help this person pay their bills, I'm a good person. This person's constantly reminding you and other people what they do for you. Like if you ask them to help you pay a bill or something like that, and they go on social media and let everybody know that they helped you pay a bill. Like, now unless you just did some foul stuff to them and you like bugging and then they go air you out, that's different. But somebody that's like trying to, let's say, write you a birthday post, and in that birthday post they write the song post, and in that birthday post they post every single thing that they've done for you. When you're with this friend and when you're around their upper level friend, or like their friends that are on their level, not on your level, and they completely act different, when they don't invite you to certain things because they feel like you aren't up to that standard and they're kind of ashamed being around you, or when they do invite you to certain things just to brag about, you know, all the stuff they do for you and showcase you as a charity case. Like I said, get around their friends and act real different. You are that person's duff, and this friend just honestly makes you feel like crap. And I don't think anybody, like, I don't know, don't be nobody's charity case. And the best way you can handle that type of friend is when they invite you to certain stuff, don't go. If you know we're gonna be around the friends that you want to act funny around, I ain't going. If I need help with something and you offering me help, but I know you're gonna turn around and tell everybody that you helped me, I don't want it. And in the worst case, just tell them, hey, what you do for me ain't everybody else's business. Do you want me out here airing out your business and what you doing?
Don't make me call Portia.
Oh, Jesus.
No, like, that's embarrassing. Why would you tell people that you helped me with this? Or what does that do for you? Why would I feel like you helped me genuinely when all you do is sit up and brag about it? But yeah, just don't sit up and be nobody's charity case, and don't treat people like that.
Hello, it's the Martian.
Now, we got those friends where friendship to them is just a one-way street. And I'm not talking about, these friends are different from the users, like they just come to you when they need something. I'm talking about the friends where you literally are only their friend because you make the effort. Like you are the only reason y'all are friends. And this can go from them using you, like you're always there for them, you're always showing up for them, you always got their back, and they just never have yours. They never show you support. You know, when they have all this stuff going on in life and they need a shoulder to cry on, you're there. But as soon as the shoe is on the other foot and you call them, they too busy. This is the friend that barely ever answers their phone. You can never get in touch with them. You text them, they don't text back. And I'm not talking about something I text you today and you text me tomorrow. No, I'm talking about friends that you reach out to and you don't hear from weeks at a time. But then they randomly show up to the event or show up to the occasion and hang out like nothing's happened, and then unload all of their business or vent to y'all and invite y'all to things and only come around when they're having stuff going on, but they never reciprocate it. Get out of them friendships, because that's just, no. When you're in a friendship to where when you go through your call log or your text messages and you are the only person reaching out, like every single time y'all talk it's because you reached out, at that point you seem obsessive, because this person has no interest in being your friend, this person has no interest in talking to you. So just cut them off. Like, y'all really aren't even friends, because if they wanted to be your friend and they wanted to hang out with you and stuff, they would. But the fact that they not, and you doing everything, like you're doing all the work in this relationship, like, and for anybody who knows, like putting everything into a relationship, because you need 50-50 to make a relationship work. So when you're putting 100% because this person isn't offering anything, that's draining. Stop it.
Forgiveness, if you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness.
Some of y'all out there can't be good friends because y'all just feel like y'all are perfect. Y'all never do no wrong. Y'all never self-reflect. Your life is just literally perfect. There's nothing you need to work on. You literally sit in your friend group of girls and listen to them talk about all of their problems and offer them all solutions, but there's like there's nothing wrong. It's low-key judging, because there's nothing wrong with you. You don't have problems. You don't deal with this stuff. These are the ones who couldn't be me. Like, oh girl, oh child, like that's that friend. These are the friends who get angry with you when you really don't allow them to take control or make decisions for you, because they feel like they make the best decisions. They have a perfect life. They have, and most of the time these friends are the ones with the worst life, but for some reason they feel like they make the best choices. But these are the friends that want you to act a certain way and be a certain way to be a part of their circle. They feel like, they literally feel like they are everything to offer when it comes to this group of friends. They feel like they are the best thing that ever happened to you. And this is a friend that feel like, honestly, none of y'all will be friends without this friend. Like, none of y'all could be friends without me. If I stopped being friends with y'all and I stopped showing up, y'all would fall apart. Like, that's that friend. And honestly, it honestly takes for this person to have a wake-up call in their life, or for you to literally bring to their attention the shit that they have going on and help them understand, like, sweetie, you are no better than us. Like, now don't get me wrong, there are some people who project their stuff on, they don't like the friend who has the less baggage in the group, and so they try to make that friend feel like, oh, you're just perfect Patty, and like constantly trying to prove the point that you aren't better than them. And honestly, those are just jealous friends. But we all know the person who literally shows up and acts like, you know, I am the group. Now that's completely different, and yeah, it just takes a reality check for them. It's gonna take one person in the group who done had enough of their crap and reads them for filth.
I'm about my business, killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list.
I see this a lot, especially in this generation, where you have obsessive friends, where your friend, y'all's friendship is almost like a relationship where you are obligated to do certain things or you're just not friends. This is the friend who feels entitled to you, 100% you, 100% all the time. This is the friend that makes you feel like property, to the point to where it's almost like this friend has a crush on you. It's like their world, their life completely circles around you, and they can't do anything until you move. Like, it's not, they can't even start their day until you reach out to them. This is an obsessive friend, and these friends can also be dangerous. Not as dangerous as a jealous friend, but they're kind of up there, depending on how much you take from this friend and how much you allow this friend to like cross certain boundaries. They can be as dangerous as a jealous friend, but they are definitely as draining as friends who are users. Because girl, I'm grown and I got a life. I got a man, I got people, we got lives, we got kids, we got stuff going on. Like, I don't even owe my man all of my time throughout the day. Like, girl, get a life. This person always has a problem with your other friends. They're always picking and like causing disputes in between your other friends, making you choose in between them. This person picks fights with your boyfriend or whoever you're in a relationship with. They causes problems and are constantly in your ear telling you things because they don't like your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your friendships. They don't like nobody who close to you. They don't even like your mama. Either they don't like your mama or they literally think that your mom is their mom. And when I say that, like, we all have friends where we have parents who take in our friends, and you know, our friends are really like our sisters. But I'm talking about those friends who feel like that your parents should be doing as equally for them as they do for you. Bottom line is, this person is jealous of everybody in your life, and they get stone cold mad when you don't drop everything and everybody for them. And listen, this is not that type of friendship, and you need to draw the line and make boundaries right away, because it makes no sense for nobody in the world to be that entitled, especially with me being introvert. Sis, I might go black on you for 3 to 5 business days, maybe even longer, until I get myself back together, and I'm gonna need you to be okay with that. I go through my episodes, I go through so much. I don't have time for other energy all the time. People need time to be isolated and be in tune with themselves and just me time. Like,
I'm just trying to, can I have some me time, please?
Hello?
You need some what?
Some me time.
Some what?
Some me time. Some time for myself.
What the hell is me time?
you don't owe anybody your time at all, no matter who they are. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't saying, you know, never go out with your friends when they invite you or whatever, but you don't have to go to every single thing if you don't want to, and that's perfectly fine. You shouldn't deal with anybody being upset with you over that. Like, you feel like staying in the house tonight, sis, stay in the house. Yeah, your friends be like, oh girl, you this and whatever. They go about their business, y'all get over it. But somebody who's really gets upset with you, like to the point to where they come to your house and they be like, nah, like a toxic ex.
You raggedy bitch.
Like, no. Okay, at this point, you blowing my phone up all night and cussing me out and this and that. No. You just gotta be like, look, this is what it is and this is what it ain't.
Little Rain, that's what they gotta say or mention. I'm like Nevada in the...
Some of us have friends who are constantly making us uncomfortable, whether it's pushing us to do certain things or just pressuring us, peer pressuring us. And I'm not talking about the people who push you or motivate you to try to do certain things, but if you're adamant, like if this person knows that you're not into this thing and they're steady trying to push you to the point to where they kind of turn negative and they're like, oh, you're lame, oh, you're this, oh, you're that, oh, my, you know, my other friends would do this, or da-da-da-da-da, like you're just not cool. They're trying to like really down talk you and make you feel a certain type of way because you don't want to do something. These people can be agents of chaos. When these people are constantly trying to push you out of your comfort zone, now don't get me wrong, it's nice to try new things and stuff like that, but when you know there's nothing positive coming out of what this person wants you to do, like say for instance, if you're the type of friend who turns the other cheek, and this doesn't necessarily mean not stand up for yourself, but if you're the type of friend that somebody, you know, a nobody is sitting there trying to get under your skin and you decide to, you know, whatever, I'm not gonna, whatever, you decide to ignore them, and you know, your other friend is just constantly trying to get you, nah, I think you should go punch her in the face. And you like, what? Like, nah, I think you need to go punch her in the face. And they like getting onto you to the point to where they're actually mad that you are choosing, because of the way that you're choosing to handle something. Like, girl, let me be on my Beyonce. Like, everybody can't be a Will Smith. I want to be Beyonce. When you know that there's nothing positive, like I'm finna go punch this girl in the face, and then guess what? I'm gonna get some assault charges. All because this is the person you want me to be. Even if when it gets to the point to where this person is getting you in their mess, like if you're friends and you know your friend don't like somebody, that don't mean necessarily that you have to dislike this person. Now of course that means don't mess with them, don't go out of your way to try to be friendly and stuff, but you know, you don't have to just hate or dislike this person. But when your friend is getting you into mess to where they picking with somebody and they want you to pick with them too, when they want to fight somebody on site every time they see them, and it's to the point to where they want you to fight that person if they ain't around, if they want you to pick up the slack, they want you to be involved, they want you to, no. The friends that feel like I got problems with this person, so you need to have problems with this person. When this person always just has issues, or always getting you into trouble, or always just negativity is just swarms them, and you realize that ever since you've been friends with this person, or ever since you've let this person into your life has been full of negativity, like like I said, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm not telling you to cut off certain friends. Like I said, some people have more patience than others. Some people know how to set their boundaries with these people and let them understand, like, this ain't that. But for us others who like to protect our peace and we ain't got time for that mess, like, you know what you need to do. That person is just a straight up agent of chaos. They think doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result, and then when they don't get a different result, they cry about it. Like those friends that every single time you talk to them, every single time you go around them, it's let's talk shit about this person, let's talk shit. Like, don't get me wrong, you're supposed to be talking mess with your friends and stuff like that, especially if you have a mutual person y'all don't like. Now, I don't agree with two cornballs only becoming friends because they don't like somebody, but when you and your friend already got somebody who just rubbed y'all the wrong way and y'all don't, you know, that's fine. But when I'm the type of person, if I don't like somebody, I don't want to talk about them every day, all day, what they wore, what they're doing, what they posted. I don't care. So when you have a friend and that's all they want to do is come with the mess, like like, yeah, it's nice to have fun, yeah, it's nice to talk about stuff and all this stuff or whatever, but I just no, I'm not spending all of my time that I have to spend time with my friend brewing up this negative energy for somebody else. Like, that person is going on with their life. I'm not gonna do this every day. Don't let nobody get you caught up into some mess to where now you have to be confrontational. Now you have all these enemies. Now you're looked at in a certain light. Like, don't do that. Be your own person. Don't let these people peer pressure you. Don't let these people try to make you make this. If you see most of the decisions that this friend themselves makes for themselves gets them either in trouble or in situations that just have them in a bind, don't always let them peer pressure you into doing certain things, especially when you know nothing good is gonna come of it. Just brush it off and go about your day. And the best way to deal with this type of friend is if they getting on your nerves with something right there, nip it in bud right then. It's best to just nip it in bud, because if you sit up and you deal with something for so long with any type of friend that you have, if you sit up and you deal with something for so long, the first thing they're gonna want to say is, oh, well, you used to not be like this, or they're gonna think it's something that you're doing. They're gonna gaslight you and think that, oh, she's in a new relationship so she can't do this. Oh, well, she thinks she's better than everybody so she can't do this now. Oh, she's got this going on so she can't do this now. Like, no, I never liked it. I was trying to be a friend. I'm over it. I don't care. Like, that's just the best way to handle that situation, because somebody who's always looking for trouble gonna always have a problem when you don't want to be down. And I'm not saying don't be a ride or die for your friend, because at the end of the day, if some stuff gonna go down and you need me to be there for you, I mean, like, I'm gonna be there for you. We can do this. But if you always in these type of situations, I'm not gonna risk my life or freedom for you, sis. You want to go to your baby daddy job and slash his tires, but you know they got cameras outside and they gonna see you and you going to jail. Yeah, I'm not vandalizing anybody's property. He cheated on you, break up with him, leave him. Like, don't do that. Now, if you want me to help you spy and see if he cheating on you, find out some stuff, I'm down. But to the point to where you want to risk my freedom, like, no, sis, no. So anyways, like I said, none of this is to tell you to leave all of these people behind, because at the end of the day, everybody needs a friend. People do deserve the chance to change. Some things are just setting boundaries and having a conversation, but for the most part, if this person ain't making an effort to change their behavior, especially if this person wants you to accept them for who they are but they don't accept you for who you are, and they're constantly crossing lines, or they're constantly, you know, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and go in the description box below and let me know what type of friends that you've had to deal with over time. If you've had to deal with, you know, the jealous friend or the users, just tell me your stories. Tell me your stories. in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next video.